Hi everyone, welcome to my first episode of EdTech in 10. In this episode I'll be showing you how you can improve fluency with your students using Microsoft Reading Progress within Microsoft Teams. So why are we using Reading Progress? Well, for practice, students can practice reading at their own pace, improving their own fluency over time. You get immediate feedback as a teacher, so you can quickly correct their pronunciation, intonation and pacing. You get automatic analysis using the AI built in. It's an engaging format rather than just sitting there reading books out loud to an empty classroom. The students can actually see the progress over time, which is engaging for them. You get progress tracking, so students and teachers can monitor their own progress and see the improvements over time. And it supports all abilities, so you can adapt to different reading levels and different styles, making it suitable for everyone. More importantly, it saves the teacher time. Automated assessments reduce the need for manual marking. And the big one is data. You have valuable data that's collected on a class level, and we all know senior leadership loves data, so you can provide that at a class level for the fluency progress. So to get started, we want to open up Microsoft Teams and head to a class team. Now you can create your own class team and add students manually if you're working with a select group of students. This is good for intervention sessions, things like that. Or you could use a team that's been created from your MIS system, which is your timetabled classes. So it could be a full class of 32 students. Once we're in that team, we go to Assignments and click Create New Assignment. Here we want to choose Learning Accelerators, and you'll see 3 Learning Accelerators. We've got Reading Progress, Search Progress and Speaker Progress. These 2 we'll cover in another video, but for this we'll choose Reading Progress. Within here you've now got 3 options. You can import a Word or PDF document. This is useful if you're working on a specific topic, say Shakespeare or something like that, and you want your students to practice certain extracts from Shakespeare. You can import that there. We can generate a reading passage, which uses AI, or we could browse a sample library, which is just a collection of different passages designed to help improve fluency. For this option, we're going to use the AI option and generate a reading passage. You now have a few different options that you can change, including the topic of the passage that you want to create. So we can change this to any of these preset topics. I'm going to choose sports. You can choose the age range of your passage, so all the way from 6-year-old all the way up to 18-year-old. I think we'll choose 7-year-old here. The length, which is how many words in the passage, you can have 100 to 200 all the way up to 1,000 words on the passage. So we'll choose 200 to 300, and here you can change the language. So I'm going to change this to United Kingdom and click Generate Reading Passage. So now you can see it's created a custom passage for me. This is about car racing, and it's used certain words that would have struggled in previous assignments for our students. You can have a read through it. If you're happy with that passage, you can click Use Passage, or you can change the complexity of the passage to make it easier or harder for the students. So we'll use that. Now we can see it all in full. We can enter the reading level that we think this should be, so we can track it. So we'll change that to 7. Genre, fiction or non-fiction. You can set here the number of attempts that you want your students to have. So if you want them to keep going, they can keep going. If you only want to limit it to 1 or 2, you can change that here. A time limit. If you think it's going to take them longer than 10 minutes to read that, you can change it if needs be, but I think we'll just leave that as 10 minutes. You can change the sensitivity of the pronunciation to make it less or more sensitive if you need. You can allow them to use Reading Coach, so we'll keep this on. I'll show you this in a minute. You can choose Add Comprehension, so you can see if they understand the passage. This will, if you choose this, it will use AI to generate some questions based on the passage, so you can understand that the students are not only reading it, but they're understanding what's in the text as well. So that uses AI to take all this information and create some questions about it. So we're going to close this off, so I don't really need that. And here you can set require video. So I prefer to turn this off, but if you want your students to have to video themselves doing it, you can have that on, but I'd turn that off. Click next. Enter them some instructions. Help if I could spell. And you can see the car racing passage there is assigned. You can set all the times where you want it to be, when you want it to go live, when you want it to be due back in. So we'll change that for Thursday at 9 AM. You can set it to all the students in your class, or you can choose individual students if you want. So if I just wanted to send this to Arthur and Dean, I can choose that. You can add a rubric if you want, and then we're just going to click assign. So now the students that I've just assigned it to will receive an email to say they've been assigned an assignment, and they can log in and complete it. So I've now logged in as Dean, and I can show you what the students will see. So I'm going to head over to Mr. Robinson's class, go into my assignments, and here you can see the homework or assignment that was set for the 24th of October to complete the passage. So I'm going to open it up. We're going to click on car racing, and here I can click start. So when the student is ready, they can click start and they'll be able to read the passage. So as an example, I'm going to do it as I'm a child. Car racing is a fun sport where cars raced against each other. It has been around since cars were invented. The first recorded race was in 1867. Once they're done and they've read all the paragraph, they can click I'm done. They can listen to their own recording if they want. Car racing is a fun that's not very nice, but we'll use this recording. This will now upload it. And here, this is what I was
Practice makes progress. Select any word to keep growing your skills.
This is what I was talking about earlier with the reading coach. So it takes certain words that I struggled with. Obviously, if you do the passage properly, it will tell you the actual words you struggle on. I was just quickly glance through it all. So you can click into each word and you can practice it.
When you're ready, press the microphone and read the word out loud.
Sport.
Your effort is showing. Great.
Around. So once the students have gone through and done that, they can click I'm done, or they can practice all the words that they struggled with. So now that's done, they can click hand in. They'll get a lovely little emoji thing going on there. But if we close that down and go back to our assignments as the teacher, I can now see that Dean's handed his in, and I can see which bit was omitted. Obviously I stopped reading after 1867, so it's picked that up, and some of the words that I added and ones that we didn't read properly. So obviously if they read the passage correctly, everything will be there, but it gives you an accuracy rate, which words they practice. So I can see these are the ones that I practiced after the session, these are the ones that I actually attempted. So that's very good information to have. And you can do this with every single student. So hopefully that helps, and this is a great way to improve fluency from your classes. Now, because I've just set this assignment and I've not set many assignments, in the Insights tab there's not much going on at the moment. but when you go to it you will have the reading fluency trends. I'll be able to show you this now from one of my other classes, which you can see these are all the challenging words that they had, the average words per minute, the average accuracy rate, and the average assignments per student. So what I can do with these words is generate a passage, so it'll create a brand new passage based on the words that they struggled with in the past, and it'll help them overcome these certain words. There's a lot of information in here. I can't show you at the minute, but once you get using it, you'll love all the data, and you'll be able to submit that to your SLT team to show how they've improved over time. Hope this helps, and thank you for watching, and if you do like it, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.